Hi, welcome to my Newtopia. I'm Mara. Today is May 15th, 2018. I had VSG surgery on August 15th, 2016. So today is my 21-month anniversary of surgery. My highest ever recorded weight was 300 pounds, my surgery date weight was 250 pounds, and my weight today is 91 pounds. My lowest weight since VSG surgery was 181 pounds. So I've gained 10 pounds. Actually, I gained more than that recently, and I've lost it again. So I have fallen off the wagon. If you've watched any of my other videos, I have mentioned multiple times that my trigger for eating things like, donuts is pain. And I'm still in pain from my car accident, surgeries, and whatever. And that has been very many months. And I was really good for a really long time, for like the first year or so. I was really good about not giving in to eating bad things. And lately, in the last couple of weeks, I have had a lot of bad things. Donuts, croissants, cookies, yeah. And I'm trying to stop that. I decided that yesterday was going to be the start of my new I'm not going to eat that crap movement, and that lasted a whole day. And then I had a macaroon today that I had made and was in the house, and luckily that's the last one. So tomorrow is going to be the first day of the we're not going to eat crap. It's hard. We all have our own individual triggers, whatever they are, and it is really difficult to get away from those triggers a lot of times. I mean, we can say, oh, my family's my trigger, I'm not going to be around my trigger, cut my family off completely. Well, that's a little bit harder than possible sometimes. Or sadness is my trigger. I'm never going to be sad again, or I am not going to let that sadness get me down and give in to those things. It happens. And we just have to say, okay, I'm going to move on from that and get back to what I should be doing, eating. The only carbs that I personally should be eating are from, vegetables. So gonna get back to that, hopefully. So yeah, I haven't been on here. I haven't updated in a long time because it's just, my life is so boring. I go to doctors a lot. 3 to 4 days a week I have a different doctor. I have found a doctor that actually thinks that she knows why I've been in pain all this time and is going to do a medical procedure on me in a couple of days, and we'll see if that works. This has nothing to do with VSG. VSG was fine, and I never had any real complications from that other than nausea right at the beginning. So, if you're new and you're thinking about weight loss surgery, don't let my story and what I'm saying deter you from that, because I am not talking about weight loss surgery. I'm talking about just my life. I'm pretty sure that I reached the maintenance phase when I got down, to 181, and then I have gained since then, but I do want to get back down to at least 180. When I weighed myself last week, I think I was almost 194, and today when I weighed myself, I'm 191. So, I'm going in the right direction. And as long as I stop eating candy or, donuts, and for me, it's baked goods in particular. I can eat candy. I can eat a piece of chocolate a day and be totally fine with that. That's not a trigger for me. That's not okay, if I have one today, that means I get to have 2 tomorrow, and then I get to have 3 the next day. No, it's not that. I can have a piece of candy one day, and then I maybe don't have a piece of candy for days. It's just, sometimes I want something. Maybe it's PMS, maybe it's, maybe it's just, I just feel like I want something. And I've been able to stay in ketosis while still eating like one piece of dark chocolate a day. I still can't exercise, though I have been gardening. I don't know why, but I got on this kick that I was going to clean up all the weeds in the backyard, because it's been something that I've been asking my husband to do for a couple of years, and we had some weed trees that were making it difficult for me to open the windows in the studio, this room, and it bugged me because I like to open up the windows whenever it's nice enough. So I cleaned up the yard one day when my husband was at work, and this is still when I'm under extreme pain from my neck, and I was taking a lot of pain medication and muscle relaxers and stuff, so it wasn't like I was just like, I feel completely better and I'm going to do this. I mean, I was topped out on this stuff, and I make really bad decisions on pain medication, so that could have had something to do with it. So anyway, so I went and cleaned out our backyard, which is just a small little, maybe 10 by 15 square, and I dug up these little trees and I pulled out all the weeds and I used the weed whacker and I did all this, and then he came home and I said, look what I did. And I said, well, what I would like to do is put down stuff to keep it from doing the weeds again, because he's like, well, I did it like 3 years ago and I cleaned it out and it looked like this 3 years ago. And I said, yeah, but if you're not going to do it, and I mean, I trimmed the bushes, I did everything. So I was like, then we should just put down stuff. And so then we did that. And then I was like, well, we have this place in the front yard, and I'm going to put a picture in of what it looks like now, that I would like to put this pink flamingo statue thing that I cleaned up after that. And anyway, so I gardened the front yard. Once again, it's just a small raised bed area, but to someone who has been to the point where I was in so much pain and misery that the most I could do was like unload the dishwasher or fold 2 baskets of laundry if they were put near me. It was a big accomplishment, and my husband helped a little bit. He said, I will buy all the stuff, anything you want, we'll buy it. And if it's something that's too heavy for you, I will lift it for you, but I don't want to garden. I don't want to dig in the dirt. And so I did it all myself. I planted plants, I picked them all out, and I think it looks pretty nice. And I've been also dealing with, previous to now, so in the last couple of months, and part of why I haven't been here on YouTube, is that I've been dealing with a lot of depression. And when you're depressed to the point of suicidal thoughts, the last thing you want to do, or the last thing I want to do anyway, is come on and talk about my life and my weight loss. And once again, that was all related to how much pain I was in. Chronic pain, there's lots of people that deal with chronic pain, and everyone deals with it differently. And for me, I just got to a point where it just, the pain had been going on for so long and at such a high level, and it was affecting my life to the point where, I could hardly leave the house. I could hardly do anything. And then all I had was doctors telling me, doctor after doctor after doctor telling me, we don't know what's causing you pain. Take more medication. It just seemed like it was going to be forever. And that's really hard to deal with when the most I was doing was sitting in front of the TV. That is not a fun life, and it's affecting my family life, because if you're that sad and that depressed and that down, it's hard not to have it affect other aspects. My husband, my family, and everything. So I've been seeing a psychiatrist and a therapist, and so I'm trying to work through some issues, and I think that's good. And obviously it's, I'm just at the beginning of that journey, and my psychiatrist and my primary care physician, they want me to take medication for depression, and I just don't because I have weird side effects to medication, and I am already taking so much medication, and your body can only handle so much medication. I think, like, I'm worried that my liver is being affected by how much medication I'm on for how long I'm on. And I actually had a doctor the other day, when I told her how much medication I was taking, she said, "What? Oh my God, that's like toxic. That's like toxic levels." Like, oh, okay. But if I don't take the medication, I'm in so much pain that I can barely even move. So, yeah. Anyway, trying to deal with some stuff, trying to move forward, and trying to find things that make me happy, that are not so strenuous that I can't do them. So, gardening, and I'm working on sewing a dress. And I'm not a seamstress or anything. I barely know how to sew. I have a sewing machine. Hopefully within the next few weeks I'll be able to show you that, because I think it's going to be pretty cute. And maybe I'll be able to get back to painting soon, painting my shoes, because I want to do that business, and just painting paintings. And yeah, that's it. Anyway, so I love you guys. If you want to see me on a more regular basis, join my Instagram, which is listed below, because I do post there more often than I do here, because it's easier just to post like a quick snap of something that I'm doing, or my cat, or whatever, or one of my cats rather. And I love you guys.